Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Sam Fury Show. Today, we're diving into Chapter 6 of The Message Game, written by Ice White. Chapter 6 is titled, Choosing Words. What should you say?
Ever get that feeling?
Yeah.
You match with someone on an app, they seem interesting, and then dot blank screen.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Like, what do you say? It's the word.
The pressure is real.
So today we are diving into The Message Game.
Good one.
It's all about online dating conversations, but specifically, we're going to dig into Chapter 6, which is about, actually choosing words that work.
It's so true, though, because it has a game, in a way, isn't it?
Right. You got to have strategy.
Totally. And this chapter really breaks it down in a fascinating way. I mean, yeah, we're hardwired for connection as humans, but, those initial digital exchanges.
Oh, it can be so awkward.
The worst. This chapter gets into how to avoid being, totally cliche and actually crafting messages that, make you stand out, but for the right reasons.
Yes. And they don't mess around. Right away, they hit you with these three things every single message needs. 1, clarity.
Oh, good one.
Ditch the slang. 2, no neediness allowed.
Desperation is not a good look.
Nope. And finally, always keep the goal in mind.
Meeting. It's a dating app, not a pen pal service.
100%. Which actually, speaking of keeping things moving towards that goal, the author mentions this interesting technique of using the word anyway.
Oh, yeah. I love that one. It's so smart.
Have you ever used that?
I have. It's great for when a conversation is lagging. Anyway, I was just reading this article. Bam. You've moved on. Subtle but effective.
Genius. Okay, texting aside, what about voice messages? The book actually recommends them.
It's a power move.
I'll be honest, I find them terrifying, but I get the logic.
It's all about calculated risks, right? But a voice message, if you can pull it off, it just injects so much more personality. You can't get that from text alone.
That's true. It's like a mini audition. Okay, so we've talked about delivery, but what about content? How do we actually make our messages interesting?
So the author breaks it down into 3 main areas: attraction, comfort, and entertainment. Sexting, which, side note, isn't the focus of the book, would fall under attraction. Then there's comfort, which is all about building trust, especially important when there's an age gap.
Oh, for sure.
Like if the person you're messaging is referencing stuff you've never heard of, don't pretend, just own it. You can even make a joke, had to Google that one, but hey, always learning.
Honesty is always the best policy, but I guess the flip side of that is becoming the entertainment friend. You're hilarious, but they're not asking you out.
100%. And then there's that line, that dreaded line.
Oh, no, I think I know where you're going with this. It's like the kiss of death.
It's yeah, by the way, we're not going to have sex. What do you even do with that?
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Was this whole thing just a ruse to discuss our favorite board games? It's so jarring.
Totally. And you know what the author says to do? Ignore it.
Wait, really?
Just keep the conversation going as if it never happened, or use humor, deflect. The point is, meeting in person changes everything. Dynamics shift, connections happen. Don't self-sabotage before you even get there.
So much good stuff. This whole chapter was packed with tips. I think the biggest takeaway for me, though, and it comes up again and again, is authenticity. Yeah, it's a game, but be you in the game.
Exactly. The most effective communication comes from a place of self-awareness and honesty. So as you're swiping and typing, ask yourself, what makes me interesting? What would I want to receive?
Such good advice. It's a digital jungle out there, but we can do this.
You got this.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Sam Fury Show. If you found this episode useful, let us know with a like, follow, and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com and join the free newsletter. As a subscriber, you'll receive access to all the original book summaries, which you can download as PDFs. No more than 1 email a week containing a roundup of the latest posts and exclusive content, which is only for the mailing list. It's completely free to join at samfury.com.